Welcome to Best Setup Tech. These videos are dedicated to finding products and tips that will help you improve your setup. As always, all the products I mentioned in today's video will be linked in the description below. Normally right now, I will put a poll on screen to see what your favorite product from the last episode was, but because this is the first episode, I will put a random poll there. Just click the card and then answer the poll. And if you want to win one of the products featured in today's video, all you gotta do is 1, subscribe and hit the little bell. 2, like the video, and 3, comment something interesting. We'll announce the winner in next week's video when it goes live next Sunday, and last week's winner was nobody because, again, this is the first episode. So the first product today is actually the one on the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those over here. This is a monitor stand. It's a black and white monitor stand coming in at $28 from a company called Featueyes, and $28 is actually not that cheap for monitor stands, but this one has some advantages that we'll be taking advantage of throughout this video. So it does look like some assembly is gonna be required for this, which is typically there is some assembly required with monitor stands. I wouldn't say this is my least favorite thing in the world, but it's definitely somewhere on that list. Boom. All right, monitor stand made. Despite the assembly required, this monitor stand actually looks and feels really solid. The shelf functionality is something unique, and as you can see, the other 2 products in this episode take full advantage of that shelf. I'd be lying if I said this was the best value for a monitor stand, but this one does a great job at fitting the black and white theme while still looking clean and classy. So the next product is a leather tray that's gonna go into that shelf. It comes in at $16 and it has 4 compartments, and this is actually what it shipped in. Like, there was an Amazon box this came out of, but it didn't have its own product box or anything. Pretty simple at $16, made out of leather, and it's got some nice materials in there. Looks pretty good. There's not much setup or anything required. Done deal. I put this leather tray in the shelf of the monitor stand so the keyboard can go underneath the stand. However, you can easily put it underneath instead. The sizing worked out really well. It fits perfectly in that shelf with a lot of room to spare, both in width and depth. You can really put anything you want in the compartment. For now, I've just stuck my keys, wallet, SD cards, and pencils in there. And lastly, we have a 7-port USB hub, and it's actually from TPLink, of all companies, like the router company. Didn't really expect that. It is $24, so it's not the cheapest USB hub you'll find, but it's also USB 3, which is good to see. Opening it up, comes in a nice box, unlike the leather tray that just had no box. Right on top, we have the USB hub itself. This is actually some really nice packaging for a fairly simple product. Probably a little unnecessary. So that is it. This, of course, has the shield. Ooh, that was nice. Actually, a really nice glossy black finish there. On the back, you have power and your micro B in, and on the front, you have all of those USB 3 ports, and that power is to transmit power through the ports for fast charging. And then other in here, we have the power cord, as well as the USB cable. So a lot of unnecessary packaging in there, but it is a pretty solid product. Once again, you can see with the black look, it matches the black and white theme we're going for here. Now, I used some adhesive Velcro strips to mount the hub upside down below the shelf. That's why it looks really cool like that. And combined with the leather tray on the shelf, it turns the monitor stand, normally just a typical part of a setup, into an extremely functional and attractive centerpiece to this black and white setup. All right, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the new format of setup hacks. This was a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun to record and everything. Not only do the products work together, but this whole intimate unboxing and setup area. It's a lot more fun for me. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you tune in next week. Subscribe to see more content. And as always, stay classy.